Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another weekly update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the charts. Okay, so we are going to start off here with the hourly time frame. We're going to make our way up all the way to the weekly time frame. Why are we starting here on the hourly time frame? Because we are going to point out what you were looking for going to next week. The most important thing is you need some form of structure to be put in, bullish structure, if you are going to be looking for that reversals. Now, I am looking for that reversal. We did have that starting to form today, and it did end up breaking down. So if you did watch today's video, or Friday's intraday video, we did point out that you had put in a short-term high here at 424.77, and then you had a low of 421.92. If you were to take out that low, we were likely going to be moving lower, and then we're going to probably form some form of other bullish structure. We had a chance at a reversal today. You didn't take it. Well, buyers didn't take it. So buyers, where are you? I don't know. But let's take a step back to a few videos ago when we started pointing out this, all right? You had support up here. You ended up breaking down through support. We told you guys, well, I told you guys, it's just me here on this channel. We told you guys, if you do break that support, you are very likely going to be taking a ride down here to the golden pocket, which also aligned with this break and retest level that we had here on the hourly time frame from this ugly double bottom. Guess what? You didn't end up holding that today. Then we said, if you break under 424, that is going to be your line in the sand for the bulls. All right. You break under there, you are very likely going to have 100% retracement. Now, let me turn this on real quick as well. We also have this 200 DMA right down here. Guess what? That got tapped today as well. You have support. If you broke this 0.786 fib, you are going to be likely coming down to this next support at the 200 DMA, and then you would be probably testing that 100% retracement. You do have support here at 421.17, but I do think it's likely that we go a little bit lower. I do think it's likely, but I'd still say downside is limited. All right. Why do I say that? People are probably like, dude, Henry, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Today was like very red. Yeah, it was. All right. But I'm now saying downside is limited. And nothing has changed, guys. Nothing on these charts has changed. All right. If you want to get short into this, get short into it. Go for it. Who cares? All right. You do you. I'll do me. The other guy do him. And that's how it be. All right. But straight up, I'm going to tell you right now, risk reward does not favor the short side. You are, like I said, limited to the downside. You have this support right here. If that support is broken, which it likely is going to be broken, I told you guys 100% retracement is very likely once we broke through 424. Guess what happened? We broke through 424, all right? It was not a surprise that we're probably getting 100% retracement once that ended up becoming the case. The same exact thing over here on QQ. Once you broke your 0.786, you're probably getting 100% retracement. Where is the 100% retracement? 100% retracement is all the way down here at the low of this candlestick, which is 351.36. I think that's likely for next week. All right. We're not having our head in the sand and blind to this scenario. We definitely discussed this in detail. And if anybody wants to think otherwise, guess what? You just don't pay attention. And that is that. All right. I'm always open to every possibility. And that is why we take things level by level. If you want to take a different approach, I'm going to say right now, I think it's a bad approach. All right. If you're not taking things level by level, if you're not open to change, all right, and you're not open to the other scenario, then guess what? I think you have your head in the sand, and that's that. And then you're going to wind up a very unhappy camper. And guess what? That's on you. It's 100% a you problem. It's not a me problem. It's a you problem. It's not that guy's problem. It's a you problem. You're an unhappy camper because you had your head in the sand. That is that. All right. So I do think we are going to get that 100% retracement, but we're going to talk about we're going to talk about 3 different scenarios here in this video. All right. But yeah, downside is limited, guys. Why do I say that? Because you had 200 DMA here. That aligned with this support right here. You break that support, your next support is only $4 lower. You really want to say, massive downside is incoming? No. You play it level by level. All right. Well, you don't have to do anything. I will watch and play things level by level. Why? Why? Because we have no reason to be calling for some crazy out-of-pocket shit down here if this holds, okay? Guys, if we have a gap and go on Monday and things change and you get that hourly bullish structure being put in, you take out this high, you now have a higher high on the lower time frames. Guess what? We're going to be waiting for that higher low to step in. All right, so things can change pretty quick, just like you came down here. Guys, you broke your support. 425.43 was likely. Like, again, if you think, you know, we just had our head in the sand here on the channel, again, you're a hater and you don't pay attention. All right, speaking of the haters, public service announcement. Guys, it very much so dissatisfies me to announce this, but I will definitely be turning comments off for all future videos until we hit 10,000 subscribers. I have absolutely no reason to be giving myself or giving everyone access to myself, considering most people are negative people. All right, like most people out there have a 9 to 5 and they don't like it. Okay, and if you want to have a negative outlook on life, that is fine. Your boy Henry will definitely not be exposing myself to that. Okay, I just won't. I appreciate the living crap out of you guys who remain positive in my comments and give me so much support. You guys make me happy. You bring smiles to me every single day. I appreciate you so much. And that's why it very much dissatisfies me to be turning off those comments. But I've had to block 2 to 4 people every single day for about the last 2 weeks. And it has been extremely just pissing me off. All right? You ever be having an amazing day like today? I'm gonna be flat out honest, guys. I was down 2.2K on the day. All right, that sucks. But guess what? My emotions are not tied to my account. It is not. Okay, I had a great day. It was amazing. All right, like, you know, emotionally speaking, guys, I had a jolly ass day. What happens then later in the day? I put out my video. You know, an hour or two go by. What happens? I start getting negative comments. I start literally getting negative comments. There's no reason to leave certain comments. You guys, you could leave constructive criticism. Guess what? The second you end it with an insult, it takes away the constructive part. It's not constructive criticism. It's very easy to separate the two. And a lot of people just don't. And it makes me sad that I expose myself to that and people take advantage of that. Like, straight up. I put myself out there. If anybody is sitting here thinking your boy Henry has ill intentions for coming here and observing what is going on the charts and giving his opinion on the charts, yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, you got something really messed up there, all right? Something in your head is really messed up. And if you know your boy doesn't have ill intentions and you then also have you have the ill intentions to try and bring your boy down, guess what? All right? That's something that I'm going to say right now. You don't like your life. You have to get that situated. You should not be putting that on other people. You should not be intentionally trying to bring other people down. I'm sick of that. Okay? And I'm just, quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of having the out-of-pocket shit said to me on the internet, when in reality, I'm a 6'4", 220-pound guy that doesn't get any of this said. Throughout my whole life, I've never had some out-of-pocket shit like it's every single day in these comments, guys. I'm so sick and tired of seeing them. I don't care, all right? The whole thick skin thing, yeah, all right? That's a skill I want to acquire, okay? And that's, like, also something that sucks about this. Guys, I'm a jolly person, okay? Like, it sucks because I'm taking, you know, the positivity out, all right? Anybody supporting, all right? I appreciate you guys so freaking much. You really do. I see your comments. It brings a big ass smile to my face. Well, guess what? All right, the 3 to 4 negative comments each video, completely, like, you know, like, I hate to say it, but like, that's what you're focusing on, okay? And if anyone wants to say, yeah, you get insulted and you know, you enjoy that, if you're in a better mood, I'm going to say you're lying to me right now, okay? And you actually can't tell me because the comments are going to be off in this video. First one. And that really does suck. And I'm even debating about opening the public Discord because I don't want to give myself I don't want to give thousands of people access to me. Okay? I really don't. And I realized that. I took a step back and I realized, you know, positive comments, I love them, okay? They bring a smile to my face. But do I really, you know, do I need them so much if the negative ones aren't even there? Because your boy Henry, at default Henry, is so freaking jolly and positive. Okay? Like, I am, you know, up there on the positivity scale. I don't let negativity into my life, all right? If you're a negative person, I'm not going to hang around you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to do nothing. So why am I going to let some, you know, I don't want to call no one lowlifes on the internet, but if you were sitting there doing what I've just described, you know, you don't like your life and you are intentionally trying to bring someone down. And maybe that's subconsciously, but if there's an insult in there, 110%, there's no other reason you're doing it. So I'm done with that. Okay, I'm sorry I just wasted like 3 minutes of your time talking about that. But, you know, I think that's a big thing for this channel. I'm turning off the comments. I see why other channels have done it. When we get to 10,000 subscribers, probably going to be within the next year, I guaranteed we'll turn the comments back on. All right. But yeah, I'm sick and tired of having amazing days. And then at the end of the night, because I put myself out there, I am providing value to people. I get these absolute assholes just in the comment section, just literally just bringing me down throughout the night. Like, mood just ruined for tonight. I'm going to be straight up on that one. I was having a great day and I couldn't get it out of my head all day. Well, not all day, but, you know, all night for the past like 2 or 3 hours. I just haven't been able to get it out of my head. And it's been pissing me off. And I've known I'm going to have to come here and talk to you guys about this. So I got to turn off the comments and it sucks. That sucks so much. All right. In the live stream, all right, guys, comments will be on. All right. But on my videos, guys, I do this every single day for free. I do it every single day. I know for a fact the TA is good. And if someone wants to confuse predictions with TA, that's a you problem. It's not a me problem. It's not a him problem. It's 100% on you. All right. I literally called for this. If you broke this level, you're coming down here. If you break this level, you're probably testing 424. If you break 424, you're probably having 100% retracement. All right. Maybe a bunch of the people who are just being dickheads completely forgot about this. Maybe they're like, oh yeah, Henry was bullshit. Guys, that's an opinion. That's an opinion. All right. Does not take away from that we were, you know, mentally prepared for all of this to go down. All right. And nothing has changed. Okay. Nothing has changed. I still say downside is limited. I still think a bottom is being put in. All right. They take time. Guess what? You get down here this level, this RSI is going to be down here. It's probably going to put in a bullish divergence here, and you're probably going to get buyers stepping in. That's my prediction. All right. What's the TA behind this? You break your support. This is the next support. Easy as that, guys. We got predictions in these videos. We got TA in these videos. Most of it is TA. And then you get Henry's opinions, which that's the prediction part. And it's extremely just pissing me off that people are, you know, thick-headed enough to confuse the two when I've been doing this for a very long time. It's been like, you know, a year and a half now that I've been making these videos. And, you know, you'd think you'd get less of this over time. I'm getting more and more as we're getting bigger on here. All right. Which, again, I love you guys. All right. I appreciate the living crap of you guys. We are at 3.6K. We're going to be at 10K. All right. But yeah, guys, I'm serious. You know, I'm a really positive person. And the only thing that brings me down throughout the day, like, it doesn't matter about what my account is doing on the day. I've been swing trading. I've been really freaking busy. All right. So I'm not sitting there day trading. I don't care. I still think risk reward is on the upside. 11.17 expiration. I still think that's solid. All right. I think you're going to be perfectly fine. If you think you're not getting back up to 430 by not 11.17, you want to see that happen within, you know, next week, honestly. But next 2 weeks, you're not going to be absolutely wrecked. Let's be completely real. All right. If you see back up here and you are averaging down here, you're going to be perfectly fine. All right. But, you know, yeah. All right. People just want to go perma bear mode. That's fine. All right. I'm going to keep just sticking to the charts here, playing it level by level. QQQ, what is that level by level saying? That level by level saying we're probably coming down here. Like we said, if you do break through the 0.786, you're probably having 100% retracement. The line in the sand, all right, was 356-ish. Guess what? You broke 356-ish. We're probably coming down all the way to 351.36. That's how it's going to be. We're open the scenario. Now, what do you find at the bottom there? You find this trend line, all right? Maybe you get back up here and break through it. I don't care. You're probably going to end up doing that. Why? Because even if this is going to be a bearish move here, and we do take out this low, it's probably going to have a wick over here. It's probably going to have a hammer candlestick just like you have over here. Let's say it's over here. What are we looking for? Either 50% retracement or more likely, golden pocket. All right, you want another bull trap, bears? Guess what? Where's the golden pocket? Right here at the top. There's your perfect bull trap. All right, we'll cover both sides on this channel because that is what the charts suggest we should do. All right, just like over here, we were telling you, bears, what you're paying attention to. You break support, you're probably that's a big move right there. All right, and guess what? Why have I been saying downside limit? Because VIX is doing exactly what we've been saying it is going to be doing if SPY is going to have another red day. It's just sitting right underneath this trend line. You're probably not going to break through it. All right, you literally just back testing this. You had rejection, you had rejection, you had rejection. Why is there a massive box here? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. All right, let's delete that as well. All right, we could just focus level by level. I will say on a closing basis, you did get over here 2005 yesterday. That is something to take note of. But, all right, but you still have this triple bearish divergence going on. And if SPY has another red day, you're just going to stay right here. All right, exactly what we were talking about. You're going to stay right here. This RSI is going to be elevated. It's going to stay elevated. Going to get above 65. What are we at right now? You're at 65.29. All right. And the people who want to just sit there focusing on a crash. And I understand. That's why you're mad at Henry. Because he doesn't want to, you know, focus on a freaking crash that happens like 18 out of 20 times. Let's just go back and look. All right. You got one tap. You got two tap. We're going to disclude this because this is currently going on. My guess is we're going to see a VIX crush from here. Things take time to happen. But, you know, if everyone wants to, you know, jump ship here, you do you. All right. I'm not going to jump ship. I did my last average down today. I'm just going to sit on my hands. Like I said, I think, you know, 11/17 expiration. I think you're perfectly fine. What did I also add? Tesla December 15. All right. December 15, 250 call. I like it. I told you guys in yesterday's video. I like it. All right. I got to get out tomorrow on this little bull trap we had today. Bitcoin, actually, we pointed that out in yesterday's video. Bitcoin was looking like it was going to have a spike because, you know, we had that going on right there. It didn't look like you were going down. Look at that. You got over the 200 in May too. And look at that. You went right up to resistance. Now, are we going to form something like this? Maybe. It could happen. We're going to have to just wait and see, guys. Nobody knows what is going to be happening. That right there, what I just showed you, that's, you know, a form of prediction, not TA. Okay? You understand that? That is how that works. Okay, I'm talking to you guys, all the people who are haters that are now blocked. I can't believe how many people I had to have blocked 4 or 5 people today. And yesterday, it was the same thing. It was 3 or 4 people. I'm getting so sick and tired of even having these negative thoughts in my head. Like this, I don't even want to talk like this. Okay, it pisses me off. It pissed me off how negative I was tonight. It really freaking did. Okay, your negative energy, it came over to me, and I'm just sitting there getting annoyed at the absolute littlest things. And I'm like, what the heck are you doing, Henry? What are you doing? All right. So, like, toxicity will not be welcome here. I promise. All right. I promise. And you could think I'm a twinkle toes little childlike or whatever you want to call it. Guess what? I think you're an idiot for exposing yourself to negativity. I think that's literally that. Okay. If you're forced into a position with negativity, yeah, you got to put up with it. But am I going to expose myself to, you know, over time, hundreds of negative comments? No. All right. No, if I didn't block all of you haters, all right, my comments every video, we'd have like 40 or 50 comments and most of them would be negative. All right. I'm sickened by how many I have gotten recently. I am beyond sickened, but that's why it sucks having this talk, guys. That is really why it sucks. But again, I will tell you guys, I appreciate the crap out of you. I'm not going anywhere. I am just sick of even acknowledging this because I'm sick of even thinking about it. All right. I'm so sick of it. So we won't have it anymore. The videos are going to go back to strictly, all right, strictly the charts. I'm very sick of acknowledging crap. And I'm very sick of, I know myself, guys. I will respond to the haters, all right, guaranteed. I'm responding in the comments. It's going to happen. And that's why they're going off. All right, that is why they're going off. Now let's take a look at this weekly chart. The weekly chart ain't pretty looking. No, it is not. All right, what do you have? All right, what do you have? You have a high. You have a low. You have a lower high. You have a lower low. You have a lower high. We're about to make a lower low. I don't know. We're going to have to see. I pointed this out the other day, and Elliot speaking, wave theory, we could be putting in a flat down here. Okay, we could put in a higher low. But even if you don't put in a higher low, this is why I say downside limit, guy, okay? Guy. I just called you Guy. Cool. All right. This is why I say downside is limited, because this is your fifth wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is an impulsive series lower, guess what? You're about to put in a bottom somewhere, and then you're probably going to have a decent sized move to the upside. People want to get extremely bearish here, calling for, maybe we do have a very red November, but I doubt it. If we just put all this time putting in this consolidation pattern, I heavily doubt it. All right. Now, did we completely, say middle finger up to this over here, this right shoulder? Yes, we did. Okay. Right shoulder is now out of the picture. If you, guys, if you do end up having a gap and go on Monday, then no, it's back on. All right. I'll say it's back on. We will keep this picture on the chart. But guess what? As of right now, I do think it is off. I think we're very likely going to get the 100% retracement come down here. I will be watching for a signal candlestick, which would be in the form of a hammer or a doji to signal selling is slowing. All right, taking a step over here to IWM, I am going to point out you're still in this broadening bottom. If you do end up coming all the way down here, you're going to have the weekly RSI all the way down here. It is going to be oversold. That is where you've gotten a bounce. Unless you're crashing, this is where you bottom. All right. So if people are getting extremely bearish here, I don't know what to tell you. I really do think, especially IWM, value wise, I think this is great. All right. I'm just saying. I'm talking calls you're out. All right. Buy your shares. Value wise, I think small caps are great. All right. Right now, what I don't like about this chart is that you have two large upper wicks followed by these, this big ol' what was that, bearish belt hold candlestick, I believe that is called. All right. It's not good looking. All right. It is not good. We probably are going to come down to this next support. All right. And that probably aligns with SPY coming down here to 417.62 on the weekly time frame. This is where you broke out from. All right. This whole zone here, this is where buyers very likely defend. All right, we're not talking about a little break and retest. If you're not new here to the channel, break and retest is my favorite strategy. That is my favorite setup, I should say, to, play off of, whether that's short or long. Guess what? Oh, let's actually point this out right now. I just realized you had a perfect break and retest right here. I completely missed that one. I think I did. I think I missed that one. Look at that. All right, but that's what I'm saying. They're everywhere, guys. All right, I may have missed it, but they are everywhere. Right here on the long side, you're literally going to have a break and retest, and it's probably going to go like that. Probably with, I give it 98% odds. You're going to see that exact thing. All right. But again, we don't really have any reason to get overly bullish here since we did break through 424, and you definitely didn't hold your break and retest level over here on the hourly time frame. Yeah, we got no reason to get overly bullish here until you put in right here. All right, that's going to be your low. That's going to be your high right here, right there, higher low. And then right there, bing bong. Okay, that's a bad arrow. There we go. That's also a bad arrow. We do that. That's kind of not so bad, but it's pretty bad. All right, but right there, that would be putting in your higher high. That is when, on the smaller time frames, you get bullish. And then what are we going to be doing? We're going to be focusing on the daily time frame. We're also going to be watching for a higher low to be put in, followed by that higher high. All right, guys. So pretty easy going into the next week. I still do think, downside is limited. I will not deny this is a very bearish looking candlestick. It is. I didn't think it was going to shape up like that. I thought we were going to, my likely scenarios were either SPY was going to hold over here at 431.85, your break and retest level right here. All right. I thought that was going to be the case. You had two, bullish days off of that. You had two, decent sized bounces off of that to the top of the range there. Also made this higher high. Guess what? No, definitely, I can't say this is a super bullish looking picture. I still do say downside is limited. You see what I just pointed out over here on VIX? Let's actually just count. All right, because I just realized I did not count. Discluding this one right here, you have 1, you have 2, you have 3, you have 4. You have 5. We're just going to say this. This is 1, all right, even though you did spike back up there, all right? But you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You stayed above a little. So this was at the beginning of the bear market, all right? So we'll say this right here, right? This was at the beginning of the bear market, all right? this, you actually did end up staying up here for, what was that? 5 trading sessions. So that would be another week. All right. But if you do remember, that was, that was right there at the beginning of the bear market when people started having panic. All right. So that was that. That is why I think that went down over there. All right. Then you come over here. Guess what? This is also when panic set in. All right. I don't think we're going to get mass panic here. I'm just saying. But you also did, get very quickly back under that 65 mark. All right. So we're going to say 1, 2. So now we have 12 right here. This was, this is our 13th occurrence. But guess what? You did end up staying above there for a week. So, we're not going to count that. So we have 13 occurrences here. Out of that, 12 were very short-lived above this level. Right here, you got above the next day, VIX crush. 25% crush, 20% crush, but to the low, 25% crush. And that's what I'm looking for, guys. It doesn't need to, stay down there. I'm looking for a VIX crush. I am. That's why I say downside is limited. You're probably going to get an aggressive, whether it be a counter trend rally back up to 430 or not. You're probably going to get a pretty aggressive rally. Okay? That is what I'm looking for. I'd still say risk reward does, because of what I'm showing you guys right now. It favors the upside. It's just how it is. If you're a swing trader, that's how it is. I'm not day trading. Fine. All right. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. 19. This back in 2020 when everyone was, over there. All right. 19, 20, 21, 22. All right. The only occurrence where you got the thing that I've been getting so much hate because I won't acknowledge. You got 1 out of 22 occurrences. Do you hear me? 1 out of 22 occurrences, you had your crash. 1 out of 22, guys. All right, let's just, just for the sake of you guys, you bears out there, no, you perma bears out there, just for your sake, let's do some numbers. Okay, 1 out of 23. And you actually did have one other occurrence where over here, I would argue, you stayed above for quite some time there. A week. All right. It was a whole ass week. There you go. All right. And then there was one other over here, wherever that was. I think no, never mind. That was it. Okay. And you had over here, this was also, this was right when, everyone was panicking, right? And then you also had that over here. All right, so we have 3 where you had an elevated fix for about a week here, 3 out of 23. And then guess what? 1 out of 23, you had a crash. So let's see the odds that you stay up here. This is exactly how you do it. Probability, 13% odds that you have an elevated VIX for maybe a week. All right. Now, what is the other one? Okay. You might ask, what is... I exited out the calculator. I'm sorry. All right. 1 out of 23 occurrences. That's your crash. It's a 4% scenario. Why am I going to give weight to that scenario? Makes no sense. If it happens, it happens. I'm not going to benefit off it. I'm not playing it. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to be playing it. I'm not sorry. I don't care. All right. I think it's much more worth it to not focus on something that has a 4% probability of playing out, and you should just be paying attention to, hey, all right, let's get stuff the rest of the time. Look at that perfect break and retest over here on SPY as well. All right, not perfect, but here on the weekly time frame, yeah, it's perfect looking. Holy Jesus. All right, look at that. I wish I was looking at that. I do. That I do. I will acknowledge I was not seeing that. I definitely was bullish. I was focused on the bullish scenarios up here. All right. Focusing on that break and retest. All right. So, guys, that is pretty much it. All right. That is pretty much it for this video. I know it's a little bit of a longer video. I had to talk to you guys about, a big change here to the channel. Because at least I think that's a pretty big change to the channel, right? It's becoming a, you personally get to, all access to me. You can, do whatever in the comment section. Guess what? It's gone now. Some people have ruined it. And I'm sorry to say that. That is that. All right, guys, I still will be in the Discord if you do want to, if you want to talk shit, come in the Discord, all right? They'll probably kick you right away. But, hey, if you don't want to talk shit, please, I definitely welcome you to the Discord. So that public Discord, it's just going to be a chat room. And then, probably not take a request. I don't want to do that. I just don't want to, I don't want a lot of people to have access to me. I think it's going to take up a lot of my time. I don't think it's going to be worth it. And, from what I've seen about the comments, yeah, no, it's just not worth giving that much people access to me. It's not worth value-wise for me. It makes no sense. All right. So yeah. All right, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry it was a longer video here, but that is the weekly update. Maybe it's not the best update, but guess what? All right, all of them moving forward will be better, okay? Because we won't have to focus on any negativity. We won't even have to discuss it. We won't bring it up. We won't do anything about it because it won't be there. And I'm excited for that. I'm extremely excited for that. But I'm also, dissatisfied with the fact that I have to do this to, frustrating night. It was definitely a frustrating night. Thinking about this and then recording this video, but I don't want to, go to sleep and wake up early and record the video like that either. All right, guys. So, yeah, your boy does have to work all day tomorrow too. So we've worked all day for the past, holy Jesus, since Tuesday. We have literally worked. We worked 10 to 8, 10 to 8, and then it was 10 to 10 to 9, 10 to 9, 10 to 9. I think we had 3 10 to 8s at the beginning of the week. I think since Monday I've been working all day. All right, so yeah, honestly, your boy is tired, but yeah, he's still there, putting out free content. It's free. You don't have to be jerks about it. No one has to be a jerk. I love you guys. I appreciate the crap out of you guys who support. I really freaking do. If you come down here, you're probably going to put in a bullish diverge, regardless that RSI is going to be oversold. You're probably going to get a decent sized bounce. Right here, you get an oversold RSI. You got that decent sized bounce. All right. At a minimum, we're looking for something like that. And my guess is probably going to take you back up to 430. Maybe it's a break and retest of that 430 level. And maybe you come down from low. I have absolutely no idea. In terms of this weekly chart, guys, all right, I really do think that downside is limited, all right? Same thing I just went over on QQQ, all right? In terms of wave theory, you have your 5-wave impulse series. Now, are we going to see this be the biggest leg down? Probably not. You had a pretty big wave 3 here, but, anything can happen. I think, what we discussed here is more likely. If we were to break that level, what are we paying attention to underneath 417.62? All right, you really got support all the way down here to 415, just about there. And underneath there, now we could talk about 410. But until that happens, till that 415, that this demand zone breaks, why are we even going to give weight to coming down here at 409.88? Makes no sense. So, yeah. All right. Everybody have a lovely rest of your weekend, and I will catch you on Monday. Peace.